The final rites of passage for the late Professor Humphrey Nwosu, former chairman of the National Electoral Commission of Nigeria, became a commentary on Nigeria's electoral process. The judgment was that Professor Humphrey Nwosu was exceptional and that the expectation was that the system should evolve in his footsteps.
Professor Nwosu is a celebrated person who really produced the option A4 to arrive at this very, very critical junction of how to have elections that are not only peaceful and orderly but credible. It was excellent, produced one of the best results of elections in Nigeria, celebrated, highly honored, but to our surprise, the best elections were annulled. That was the most difficult day in our lives.
If a laborer is worthy of his wages, then a man of integrity deserves all the honor. Speaker after speaker, in pouring tribute to the late professor, called for appropriate honor for his hold in delivering the most transparent, free and credible election in Nigeria.
Professor Humphrey was deservedly regarded as one of the main heroes of June 12. For us as a commission, we will forever cherish the enduring legacy he left behind. There would be no independent National Electoral Commission as it is today if Professor Humphrey had not done what he did between 1989 and 1993.
Scholars and academics also pay tribute to the late professor. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie and Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala acknowledged Nwosu's impact in Nigeria's political landscape and affirmed his symbolism as a beacon of hope. Additionally, Professor Simon Okeke suggested renaming the INEC headquarters office in his honor as a fitting tribute.
Professor Humphrey Nwosu created possibility. In many ways, it is like showing a generation a vision of light. And so we came to know that it is in fact possible for an election that is free and fair to be conducted in Nigeria.
A sad irony of history is that heroes are not always recognized in their lifetime. But the family and friends of Professor Nwosu can take some comfort from the well-documented courage and sincerity with which he served. A service that is now openly acknowledged by Nigerians from all walks of life.
We have heard from the Secretary of INEC that it was Humphrey that saw to the building of the current headquarters of INEC. Why not name that Humphrey?
The Events Planning Committee, chaired by former Imo State Governor Emeka Ihedioha, underscored Nwosu's influence. Former INEC chairman praised his unwavering integrity, stating that his contributions to leadership and governance should serve as a model for future generations. Chief Osita Chidoka, co-marshal of the event, called for a commitment to preserving Nwosu's legacy, urging Nigerians to reflect on the nation he worked tirelessly to build.
It was necessary to reach to a point where we say, you played a significant role in the annals of our history. And you taught us early enough how to do things right. And you also bequeathed courage to generations that will succeed.
Unfortunately, in our country, we seem very slow and hesitant in rewarding national heroes, and I consider Professor Nwosu's contribution and the courage to withstand what I can call the intrigues of military rulers trying to stay and perpetuate themselves in power really as something that is very heroic and that deserves to be appropriately appreciated and recognized and honored in our country.
We gather to pay tribute to Professor Humphrey Nwosu, scholar, reformer, and patriot whose life and work exemplify the rare courage it takes to do the right thing in a country that too often punishes virtue.
Beyond his public service and academic journey, Professor Nwosu was also celebrated as a family man. His son-in-law, Osita Irono described him as a guiding light and mentor, whose wisdom and kindness left an indelible mark on those close to him.
He was more than just a father-in-law, he was a guiding light. He was a mentor and a true patriarch. We held dear by those who loved him, those who benefited from his generosity, but also indelible mark that he made on all of us.
As Nigeria continues to grapple with electoral reforms and governance challenges, the contributions of Professor Humphrey Nwosu, who conducted the 1993 election, remain a beacon of hope and a reminder of the need for integrity in leadership. The calls for his recognition serve as a testament for his lasting impact on Nigeria's democratic process. In Abuja, I am Chimizi Zadima for Signature TV.